Okay. You're watching IMI Right Now TV. My name is Paul Lenahan. I'm the program coordinator. We have a very special episode for you today focused on the LGBT community here in Missoula, Montana. I'm proud to introduce Asaph Adonai on the piano. Senora Antonia is going to dance for you with her partner, Senor Joshua. I hope you enjoy the show.
Como yo just locos quiero verte hoy. Es por ese momento en que escuché tu voz. Y por fin estamos juntos los dos. Porque vida también la sociedad. Aquí solo importa nuestro amor. Te amor prohibido murmuran por las calles, porque somos en distintas sociedades. Amor prohibido los dicen todo el mundo, el dinero no importa de ni en el corazón. Oh, oh, baby. No quisiera, no me siempre brindarte momentos para sí. Haciendo notas más.
are going to pause to acknowledge our community partners, our corporate sponsors, and affiliates. The Tuxedo Gallery. For your next black tie occasion, suit up at the Tuxedo Gallery. The Salvation Army, doing the most good. The Salvation Army. This summer, register your children for the MCAT Film Camp. MCAT Film Camp. Community Medical Center from day one. Community Medical Center. The Missoula Federal Credit Union. More than you expect. Missoula Federal Credit Union. We will now return to our program featuring the LGBT community. You are watching Right Now TV. Good evening and welcome to the show. My name is Jose Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of the Right Now television show. Right Now television emphasizes empowering our youth, our seniors, our disabled, our mental and physically challenged, our special needs, veterans, all branches, and those in uniform. Today we have at the studio a special guest representing the LGBT community, and Lambda, is it Lambda?
Lambda.
Lambda, Josh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Josh, you might want to wave at you.
Oh, hey, sorry.
Antonia, and your host today will be Paul Leonard. We are honored to have the distinguished pianist, Mr. Asaph Adonai, providing us with the music. And again, my name is Jay Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of the Right Now television show, IMI Right Now television show. We would hope that you all enjoy the show. And if you would like to learn more about IMI Right Now television, you might write us at P.O. Box 17465, Missoula, Montana 59808-1731. That's P.O. Box 17465, P.O. Box 59808-1731. Or you might email me at josevansmith47@yahoo.com. Again, my name is Jose Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of Right Now Television. And today's program will be hosted by our own Mr. Paul Linehan, who will be joining you in one moment. Again, at this moment, we just would like to pause for station identification from our affiliates.
We're now going to take a moment in our program to acknowledge our community partners, corporate sponsors, and affiliates. You're watching Right Now TV. Good Clean Fun at Sparkle Laundry in Missoula, Montana. Good Clean Fun at Sparkle Laundry. Community Medical Center from day one. Community Medical Center. Walgreens at the corner of happy and healthy. Walgreens. Missoula Aging Services. We are proud of our years. Missoula Aging Services. The Tuxedo Gallery in Missoula, Montana. Suit up at the Tuxedo Gallery. We will now return to our program featuring the LGBT community. You're watching Right Now TV. Hello, you're watching IMI Right Now TV. My name is Paul Lenahan. I'm your host today. I'm the program coordinator here at Right Now TV. Today we have a very special episode focused on our LGBT community here in Missoula, Montana. Today our guests are Antonia and Joshua.
Hi, I'm Antonia.
And I'm Josh.
Great. Let's start by just telling us a little about yourselves and how you two met, and each your own background, you know.
We each met 6 years ago, and the funny thing is we were like, really shy around each other. And
Oh, that's so cute.
But it was adorable. And the thing is we've been together and happy for 6 years. And
That's great.
we are actually planning on being the couple that we're engaged. So
Oh, congratulations. That's
Thank you.
amazing.
yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah. Is there anything else that you have any questions about, like the LGBT?
Yeah, I would like to hear about, the LGBT community here in Missoula. How would somebody, not only where can they find support in our community, and can they do so anonymously if they aren't comfortable in coming out yet?
Yes.
Just where all is there? Is there somewhere at the university? All of this. Yeah.
Yes, over at the University of Montana. Yes, there is a group called the Lambda Group. I can't remember what days of the week, but you can actually check into it, and it is a wonderful group. They are very open-minded and welcoming. They do have great events. So they have dances. They do once in a while do group surveys and stuff like that. And,
Do you know where they meet? Is it at the UC?
it is at the university. It's in one of the annexes.
All right.
So it's
Are there any websites that folks can check out that might have the locations here in Missoula?
the best I can say is just go. You can probably check it out probably on the university website, and just
Fantastic.
probably type up the Lambda. More than likely, it's going to probably be on there.
All right.
So
Fantastic. Great. So tell us a little bit more about the community here in Missoula outside of the university as well.
It seems like it's changed since I've been here, which I've been here for, oh my gosh, I think it's 17 years.
Wow.
2000.
I bet there's been a lot of progress in that time.
There has. Going to school and growing up in high school here was very, very judgmental. And now we're focused, it seems like we're progressing and focusing
I think so.
on just so many things out in the community, and everybody's getting out there. Everybody is opening up, starting to open up, and it's great. It's just amazing.
That's great. I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah. So I advise you, if you're really having a tough time anywhere with coming out, visit the LGBT club. It's downtown. It's at the art shop. It's over by the Wilma, I believe, about maybe a couple blocks. So, but it's a great atmosphere. You can go and get tests done there, and you can go and join the community, do community work there, voluntary work. It's an amazing program, and it's helped a lot of us and like us come out and just realize that we're being accepted now. Times have changed, so.
That's good. It's so fantastic to hear. And Missoula is such a progressive town. I'd be amazed if there wasn't a good,
it has grown.
community here in Missoula.
It has grown.
Yeah.
It's grown mentally and emotionally.
That's so great. Good. That's progress. And what is our backdrop? It says love is not gender. Love is not about gender. Be tolerant. What is tolerance to you? And is that the goal?
Well, tolerance to me means that, not passing judgment. It's like judging the book by its cover, and it's such an ugly thing when you use slangs that are just horrible in the community, and tolerance means that, that there's a lot of people that are coming to accept that we have an amazing community that is growing in many ways culturally, and that's what Missoula is about.
That's great. That is great. That's what America's about, I think.
Yeah, that's what America's about.
What is tolerance to you, Josh?
Just accepting one who is different, basically just eradicating the slurs on others, the beatings, and just accepting the different of gender and race.
Right.
The tolerance of gays, lesbians, and transgenders.
Which is, in a lot of cultures, that's pretty, it's been around for ages.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a...
Starts all the way back, just...
Yeah. Throughout many cultures, so it's not like it's a new concept.
Thing. Yeah, no. It's just, it was less tolerable once, everything came to the New World. And
Yeah, possibly.
when the New World started, people were like, oh, this is a sin, this is against
Plus,
this.
we're early. America's still young.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
It's the
so
youngest
many
country.
countries that have been around for so long that have already dealt with all of that, and like Asia always comes to mind,
Yeah.
because they have like 8 different genders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Like-
progressing
Yeah.
insanely.
So it's fantastic. It's really good to see just how it's coming along. I think that's really good, and just in general, our community is coming together. And it's not about the differences; it's about the likenesses.
Exactly.
Because we're more alike than we are different by far. And so, what do you contribute to your success in your relationship? Talking about how we're so similar, I think that a lot of gay or straight couples could use that advice on how to have such a long-lasting and sustained relationship. That's incredible, no matter what. That's amazing.
It's about trust. It's basically the same morals that, the heterosexual community has for, each other, as far as, their, it's no different. It's all the same.
Yeah,
It's
just
the
'cause
same
you're-
morals.
Just because you're gay doesn't mean you're different from a
Yeah.
straight person.
Exactly.
I mean, what's
That's
the
what I mean.
difference?
So how did you get the success in your relationship? How can,
Oh, man.
what do you attribute to it?
I mean, we actually talk, and we actually contribute to each other just by love and talk, and we trust each other,
Yes.
and we actually just hang out, and we actually do stuff together.
Yeah, go for walks and
We go for walks. We actually go out into the community and do stuff. So, yeah. So we try to go out on dinners. We try to go out on dinners and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
Fantastic.
so
That's great.
Yeah, so basically what I attribute is that, love them, take care of them, and take care of myself, take care of each other's health. It's important, and just live life the way that you want to live it.
Great.
And that's the diversity of it all. So it doesn't, I think that we're coming to a point where things are really going to change, and things are really going to make people a lot stronger as a community, and we might just grow from it, so
Right.
yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So diversity is not really such a big thing anymore, since like in the 1960s and 70s and stuff, so and 80s. So I think we've come a long ways, and that if we can inspire one person, we can inspire all people.
Right.
So, yeah.
Fantastic. We'll take this moment to acknowledge our community sponsors, affiliates, and associates. And we'll be right back with Antonia and Joshua. Thank you for watching Right Now TV.
We are going to pause to acknowledge our community partners, our corporate sponsors, and affiliates. MCAT Fem Camp. Register your children this summer for the MCAT Fem Camp. The Missoula Aging Services. We are proud of our years. The Missoula Aging Services. The Missoula Federal Credit Union. More than you expect. The Missoula Federal Credit Union. The Vet Center, keeping the promise. Support the Vet Center. Good Clean Fun, Sparkle Laundry, Missoula, Montana. Sparkle Laundry. And now we will return to our program featuring the LGBT community. You are watching Right Now TV.
Hello and welcome back to the show. I want to thank our guests today, Antonia and Josh. And I also want to say thank you to our very own pianist, Asaph Adonai. Asaph can be reached if you ever want to book him for an event or a birthday or a wedding or anything. He's just incredible. So a party. You can reach Asaph at asaph@hotmail.com. That's ASAPHADONAI@hotmail.com. Asaph Adonai. Are there any last words from our two guests?
Yes.
Tony, do you want to start us off? And Joshua, will you take us out?
I would like to introduce the story of Selena Quintanilla Perez. She was born April 16, 1971. March 31st, 1995 was cut short of her life. The moment that Selena, she was always an inspiration, you know, and I hope that people can recognize her. She is the Queen of Tiano Musica. She's also found on Latin Emmy, a lot of her records and everything like that. So the story is that she was born here in the U.S. and she was known as the Mexican Madonna, and her famous song, I'm sure you all know, is Dreaming of You, which was her debut crossover to the English album. Not many people know who she is, but if you ever get out to one of the record places, you know, or like Ear Candy or something like that, Hastings, look for her album. It's amazing, and the song that we're going to take off is Como La Flor for the LGBT.
And how did Selena inspire you?
She inspired me because she was one of the best and first female vocal artists of the year of 1986, the year that I was born. And then Emmy Latin signed her in on 1989. It was a very promising, aspiring signing, but before Tiano was basically men. It was owned by men, and it was kind of a womanizing kind of setup for a while, and then she brought in for all women of Hispanic and just many people, inspired many people for a while, and then her life was cut short. So she was active from the years of 1982 to 1995. And her father was Abraham Quintanilla Jr. and Marcela Ofela Zamora. Relative Suzette Quintanilla, sister, brother Abraham Quintanilla III, and her husband Chris Perez. So I hope you guys look for her, and and actually when you go down to Texas, there's at Galveston, or it's either Galveston or Corpus Christi, that there is a gold erected statue of her that even if you just stand by it, it gives you good luck. So to become a star.
Any last thoughts?
I'd like to say I am proud of the community for as far as it has come, because thanks to them, I'm actually able to walk down holding my love's hand and putting my arm around her, and also to the two friends that actually gave me and protected me through some courage to come out more often. And I would like to say Dan and my best friend TJ. But I am proud for as far as the community has come, because now to their a little bit more tolerance, that I'm actually able to hold her hand and put my arm around her and actually kiss her without any major.
Let's see a kiss.
See a kiss?
Let's do it. That's sweet. And that's a great last thought.
And just one more thing I'd like to add. Selena has inspired the Latin gay community and everyone in the gay community, so you all know who she is. And I'm hoping that someday too I can inspire those who want to come out transgender, those who want to come out of the closet. I mean, it's just give your heart out there.
Definitely.
Fantastic.
Definitely.
Be you.
Absolutely.
Be you.
Be you.
Fantastic.
We are going to pause to acknowledge our community partners, our corporate sponsors, and affiliates. Good Clean Fun, Sparkle Laundry, Missoula, Montana. Sparkle Laundry, the Missoula Aging Services. We are proud of our years, the Missoula Aging Services. Register your children for the MCAT Film Camp this summer. MCAT Film Camp. The Salvation Army, doing the most good. Support the Salvation Army. The Tuxedo Gallery. Suit up at the Tuxedo Gallery. We will now return to our program featuring the LGBT community. You're watching Right Now TV.
Show. And a thank you to all of the cast and to everyone out there in the community, and our pianists and Paul and Jose, and my husband right here. It's very inspiring to actually be able to put myself out there and to be able to put all of us out there. So, and I would love to thank the best friends that I had growing up who had supported me. And I just want to say thank you. And baby, I love you.
Oh, I love you too, sweetheart.
So thank you, Paul.
And thank you, Now TV, for having us on this show. It's been wonderful being on here and letting us speak about this, about LGBT and the community, and letting inform the community on this. Thank you for your wonderful hospitality and all you guys. So, your great kindness and the wonderful music being played. So, but thank you, audience, for paying attention and listening. So, but thank you all.
Fantastic. We're going to take a moment to acknowledge our community partners, corporate sponsors, and affiliates. The Vet Center, keeping the promise. The Vet Center. Missoula Aging Services. We are proud of our years. Missoula Aging Services. Walgreens, at the corner of happy and healthy. Walgreens. MCAT Film Camp. Sign up your kids for this summer. Call in to register for MCAT Film Camp. Good clean fun at Sparkle Laundry in Missoula, Montana. Sparkle Laundry. We will now return to our program featuring an interview with Aristotle, the composer here in town. You're watching Right Now TV.
Good evening, and welcome to the Right Now television show. My name is Jose Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of Right Now Television. Right Now is a subsidiary of the IMI, Right Now Television Digital Satellite Broadcast Network. And seated with me at the studio today at 500 North Higgins and at MCAT Television Studios is Miss Aristotle. Miss Aristotle is a very distinguished and outstanding and renowned concert pianist, and we're honored to have her at our show. Welcome to the show, Mrs. Aristotle.
Thank you, J. Van. I've been composing music for many years, and in 2006, I wrote a lot of my music. I have a lot of this music on CDs, and I have been working on my third concert here at MCAT. Joel Baird, general manager of MCAT, is actually promoting me Friday the 13th, March 13th, next week in concert. And I will be playing the Yamaha Clavinova piano, which you cannot see, and
Which is right here to our
and I'll be playing guitars.
Okay.
Most of the music I play is my own. Is there anything else you'd like to know, J. Van?
Well, would you tell us? I understand you tell us about some of your recordings, some of your albums. How might we be able to purchase your music? What are some of the titles of your album?
All right. My latest album or CD is called Jesus Walks Among Us. And I'm trying to think, the ones, this is very impromptu, J. Van. The ones that I've sold before, and sometimes I give them away, are DAR, D-A-R-R, that's the name of one of my CDs.
Yes.
Another one is called Panic Wave, W-A-V,
Okay.
just dot.
All right.
That's a computer term.
Oh, great.
Okay, and another one, Mixed Emotions, and From a Pauper, P-A-U-P-E-R.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, great.
and there's one more in this impromptu thinking that I cannot think of the name of it, but I have that many songs that, and I'm very fortunate. I have a gift from God in this music, and this music, I'm very glad to meet you, and thank you very much for having me on your show.
We are honored, Mrs. Aristotle.
Well, thank you.
The feeling is mutual.
Okay.
Again, we here at IMI Right Now TV, We are your television program. If you have a talent, if you have a skill, if you have an interest, if you write poetry, if you sing, if you dance, if you just would like to come on the air, if you'd like to present a public service announcement, or just essentially come on and toot your horn, feel free to be my guest. I'm Jay Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of the Right Now television program. Our broadcast is aired. We record at the MCAT television studios, 500 North Higgins in Missoula, Montana. And again, I want to thank our Mrs. Aristotle for appearing on our broadcast. The call letter here is channel 189. And again, we are a wholly owned 501c3 nonprofit subsidiary of IMI. And if you'd like to learn more about IMI or become a member, feel free to write us at P.O. Box 17465, Missoula, Montana, 59808. Or that's P.O. Box 17465, Missoula, Montana, 59808. Or you may email me at josevansmith47@yahoo.com. That's josevansmith47@yahoo.com. And again, we would like to invite you all to tune in to our broadcast and future broadcasts. And if you would like to come on the show, feel free to contact me or any one of our staff or the people or you can write us again at P.O. Box 17465, Missoula, Montana, 59808. And today, again, we are honored to have Mrs. Aristotle to give us a rendering at our broadcast at the Right Now television show. Mrs. Aristotle, welcome to this show.
Thank you very much. Jane.
What selection are you going to render to your viewing audience this beautiful day?
Oh, I see. Now, then you would like me to play one more song?
Would you please? We would be honored. We have been
Okay.
anticipating this.
I will play whatever spiritually comes to me.
Wonderful. And at this moment, we're going to pause for station identification to acknowledge our community partners, our affiliates, our sponsors, and our supporters. And afterwards, when we return, you will be received by Aristotle. Thank you.
We're going to take a moment in our program to acknowledge our community partners, corporate sponsors, and affiliates. You're watching Right Now TV. MCAT Film Camp. This summer, sign up your kids. Call in to register for MCAT Film Camp. Missoula Aging Services. We are proud of our years at Missoula Aging Services. Missoula Federal Credit Union. More than you expect. Missoula Federal Credit Union. The Vet Center in Missoula, Montana. Keeping the promise. Support the Vet Center. Good Clean Fun at Sparkle Laundry in Missoula, Montana. Sparkle Laundry. You're watching Right Now TV. We will now return to our program featuring Aristotle, the performer and composer here in Missoula, Montana. going to pause to acknowledge our community partners, corporate sponsors, and affiliates. The Tuxedo Gallery in Missoula, Montana. Suit up for your next black tie event at the Tuxedo Gallery in Missoula, Montana. The Salvation Army, they're doing the most good, so support the Salvation Army. MCAT Film Camp. Register your kids. Just call in to register for this summer at MCAT Film Camp. Community Medical Center from day one. Community Medical Center. Missoula Federal Credit Union. More than you expect at the Missoula Federal Credit Union. We will now return to our program featuring Aristotle, the local performer here in Missoula, Montana, and composer. You're watching Right Now TV.
Okay, and now I want to thank Mrs. Aristotle for that excellent rendering, that beautiful rendering. What was the name of that song?
Thank you. J-Van, I just composed that.
Wonderful. Well, it's beautiful.
Let's call that Reach the Famous.
Well, you have.
And I would like to say thank you to the famous. I mean, the famous are an inspiration to me.
Well, the famous are those to me who have left, who have gone on to glory. That's my conception of being famous. I mean, we'll all be famous one of these days, and that's when we give up the ghost.
Oh,
But as far as what your interpretation is, and they vary. But again, I mean, you know, being that you mentioned under your name spiritual ambient music. What does that mean?
Well, ambient is rather a broad term in this instance. Mood, okay?
Okay.
And what is your spiritual mood? What do you feel when you hear my music, when you listen to it? Many people feel a very distinct thing. My last concert, someone came up to me and said, I mean, I heard the ocean. I could hear the ocean. You know, just things like that.
And I can identify with that because when I hear your music, it's very soft, it's very soothing, it's very tranquil. It reminds me of being in a remote environment where it's just peaceful and pleasant. So yes, I mean in that regard, and spiritual, I mean you feel connected. I feel connected in a way in a spiritual realm when I hear your music. And again, if you could expound on the term spiritual ambient music a little more for your viewing audience, I think it would serve to educate them.
A gift like I have is absolutely spiritual. I mean, it's something that I don't take lightly, and I'm at the same time to really go into the spiritual is individual and personal and unique.